Bekleyeceğiz
Ne
biraz.
başlıyoruz?
Hemen çıkacak zaten.
Test.
Tamam, çıktı herhalde. İyi akşamlar Maria Hanım. Kendinizden biraz bahseder misiniz?
Good night, Maria. Would you tell us about yourself?
Good night to everybody. Yes, we are, I'm talking from Italy. We are an Italian company based in Europe, and we have many branches, and one of these branches is also in Romania, but we have branches in 5 countries. I'm talking from Italy as a reference partner from Italy, but I'm also the owner and the president of a company. The company is bookingsmed.com, and it's a platform generated for the booking online of medical services and medical treatments. We did start the project last year, following to the request of buyers and of the facilitators, because we do organize an event which is the European Medical Tourism workshop since 2016. And as it is growing very quickly, and the buyers needed a platform where to book and to find information on treatments automatically without any suggestions. So we did create this platform. And this year, following to the request of the buyers too and of the facilitators, we did create also the Italian Association of Medical Tourism. We have to explain that in Italy, medical tourism was not developed. Only a part of it, the thermal tourism, was developed, but not the medical. So we, as Italian, we didn't promote as well as Turkey is doing our treatment abroad. And we wish to follow your example, because Turkey for us is an example of efficiency and of very good services and very good marketing also in the medical tourism field. So from Italy, we also know there are a lot of Italians flying to Turkey for medical tourism. So what we want to be in the next year is to become a national player as a reference for the other countries. This is what we have started, and we are already talking with every country and with the association of other countries, creating events together and developing the medical tourism together, because we like the team working, particularly international team working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it is enough.
Hocam anladınız mı? Türkçesini çıkarayım mı?
Efendim,
Anladınız mı?
siz onu kısa kısa bize anlatın. Benim soracağım soruların zaten İngilizcesi kendisinde mevcuttur, zaman kazanmak için. Siz özet
Tamam.
olarak cevaplayabilirsiniz, bize aktarabilirsiniz.
Peki. İtalya, sadece İtalya değil ve birçok yerde, yani uluslararası şirket olarak çalışıyorlar. İtalya'da daha önce dermatizm varmış. İtalya'da şu anda ya çalıştıkları program medikal turizm. Bu konuda Türkiye'nin iyi şekilde ilerlediğini düşünüyorlar ve kendilerine örnek alıyorlar.
Evet. Peki pandemi dönemindeyiz. Türkiye'nin tüm illerinde kaliteli hizmetler sunuluyor. Aynı zamanda üniversite hastanesinde, laboratuvarlarda akademik düzeyde hizmet veriyorum. Ve bizim gibi tüm sağlık elemanları gibi riskimiz var. Hayatını kaybeden meslektaşlarımız var. İtalya'da pandemi aşamasında sağlık hizmeti ne durumda? Kendisi zaten bilgiler kendisine mevcuttur.
Ria, we are in a pandemic period, and in Turkey we are trying to provide our citizens with high quality service, and also in the faculty of the university we try to provide all the patients high quality equipment, but there are also some risks for our employees, and we try to cope with them too. In Italy, how is health service in Italy, and what do you do this pandemic? And what precautions do you take? Can you tell us?
So as I think all the world know, we were very attacked from this pandemic. So after China, we were the second nation with high numbers. So our government decided for a lockdown, which was a winning strategy, because we did stop the pandemic. And once we did unlock the country, it was already the pandemic decreasing. The actual situation, I was today talking with the main institutes in Italy for research and for treatments of the coronavirus, is that the situation is now under the control. Luckily, at this moment, the virus seems to be not so strong as it was before. It's losing power, and we do not have so many cases, and the cases which are now in the hospital are not from this month, but from months ago. And we have to distinguish a lot between people who is infected and people who is sick, because there are a lot of people who are infected but without any symptom. And what is also important nowadays is that this coronavirus is now curable. What it was not when it was the beginning, so we didn't know how to afford it, how to cure it, and that was the main problem, because no one did know how to assist these people who was really sick. Now, all over the world, but also in Italy, it was found some cures. So they are working really good, and this is very helpful. We appreciate a lot how Turkey did react to the pandemic, and the connection which exists between Italy and Turkey since hundreds of years is very strong. As a matter of fact, a lot of Italians are traveling since hundreds of years to Turkey, and Turkish people are traveling to Italy. And we do like a lot how you are developing medical tourism. You did renovate all your hospital. You did create the right ambience for the medical tourism, the right standard, the right levels, and the organization. So particularly for a hair transplantation, you are very famous in Italy, and also for aesthetic treatments. We in Italy, we do know how you are very organized with the translators, with Italian translators, with transfers, with the hotels organization, and you did a great job, a great work, not only renovating the hospital, but also creating the right hospitality for Italian people. And we feel like at home because we find everything very familiar. You were able to create the right welcoming for Italian persons, Italian people, and also the standards. You were very, very hardworking, and we have seen it. You have done a very deep transformation all over the country, but particularly in the clinics and in the medical tourism. And we wish to reach your level, because you are an example for all of us.
Thank you. Başından sonra çok etkili ülkeydik. Ama daha sonra şu anda bu sünnet kırılmış görünüyor. Ve şu konuda ayrım yapmamız lazım. Virüsten etkilenen, enfekte olan kişiler ayrı, ama bir de hasta olanlar ayrı. Bunlar göz önünde bulundurulduğunda şu anda iyiye gittiğini düşünüyorum. Onun dışında Türkiye kendimize örnek olarak alıyoruz. Türkiye hastanelerini renove etmesi ve benzer durumlar bizim için örnek. Türkiye'de medikal turizm alanında değil, etik turizminde de bir örü. Biz de Türkiye gibi bu konuda Türkiye gibi bir ülke olmak istiyoruz.
Fatih Bey, bize kısa kısa cevap vermesini istiyorum durumun anlaşılabilmesi için.
Okay. Maria, could you give shorter answers, please?
Ya,
You needed to, you wish to know something about insurances.
evet.
Italian.
No, short, contest cortos.
Okay. So
Because of the translation and online, then it some sentences are lost.
okay.
Peki.
So
Türkiye'nin coğrafi konumu, tarihi, kültürü ve medeniyeti zengindir. Bölgemiz aynı zamanda Orta Doğu'ya birkaç saatlik karayolu ve hava taşımacılığı süresi 1-2 saattir. Pandemi sonrası sağlık hizmeti için öneriniz var mı?
This geographical location, history and culture is rich, and we're a few hours away from the Middle East and Europe. Do you have any suggestions for post-pandemic healthcare?
yes, I try to understand because some sentences I don't catch. First of all, yes, we after this pandemic, we have understood that the hygienic precautions are very important. I mean, to have a mask, to keep the distance, to keep the hygiene. But we know that also from your tradition, from cultural reasons, Turkey is a very clean country with very eradicated way of behaving. So we are not afraid to travel to Turkey because we know that hygienic conditions have a very good standard. What about Italy, about agencies and insurances and the way of our hospital are working is very short and briefly is like this. In Italy, we have a universal system. This means that every person gets cured. So without money, any person in Italy can go to the hospital and get cure for free, any kind of operation. But in the latest years are growing the private insurances for prevention and for cures. And it is possible to do agreements with these insurances. Why? Because, for instance, I know that some insurances did create agreements between Italy and Croatia because for dental tourism, Croatia has a good standard and cheaper prices. So on the same way, it is possible to dialogue with Italian insurances and maybe to find some points where you can offer services in Turkish hospitals getting paid from Italian insurances. So there are kind of this business. What about Italian facilitators? In Italy, historically, we don't have facilitators. What bookings.com is doing is to create this network of facilitators, because behind Bookingsman there is we offer our services to final client, but meanwhile we also are educating travel agency to become facilitators. We did start Bookingsmed Academy, and every month we meet Italian agency, and we do educate them to medical tourism, because in USA, in Germany, or in Russian countries, there are a lot of facilitators. In Italy, historically, we don't have, maybe 2 or 3 in whole Italy. But we are creating now the network, and we are also bringing them to Turkey. We did already start in January, bringing some agency to visit the clinics in Istanbul. And we will continue our work because we believe that it is possible to open corridors between Italy and Turkey.
Yeah,
It's
and
too
Maria,
long.
sorry, but
I repeat very
shorter
shortly. I repeat very shortly. So
it's
first of all, Italians appreciate how we do know how much energy you dedicate to medical tourism, and you are an example for us. So we appreciate it. Second, our system, our medical system is universal. We do cure for everybody for free. Third, there is possibility to create agreement between Italian insurances, private insurances for manager, and Turkish hospital. We already do with the Croatia.
İtalya evrensel bir sağlık sistemi ve herkes bu ücretsiz sağlık sisteminden faydalanabilir hiçbir ücret ödemeksizin.
Türkiye'deki sağlık sistemi, uluslararası sağlık sistemini siz nasıl görüyorsunuz? Beğeniyor musunuz?
Ama son zamanlarda popüler olan özel sağlık sistemleri var, özel sağlık vakaları yapıyor. Bunlardan da insan faydalanır İtalya'da. İtalya ve Hırvatistan arasında, Hırvatistan'da sağlık hizmetleri nispeten ucuzluğu için çeşitli anlaşmalar yapılmış. İtalyan sigorta şirketi bunları karşılıyor. Türkiye'de böyle şeyin yapabileceğinden bahsediyor. Ocak ayında İstanbul birkaç ziyaret ettiler. Ama koronadan dolayı tabii yarım.
Evet. Peki Uluslararası GAP Sağlık Turizm Derneği'nin bölgesi tarihi surları, medeniyetleri ve kültürü çok zengin. Genel merkezde Diyarbakır'da. Sağlık turizmi ticaret için bir avantajı muhakkak. Siz burayı biliyor musunuz? Bizim hakkımızda bir fikriniz var mı? Özellikle Güneydoğu için
The region of Sağlık Association is very rich with historical walls, past civilization and culture, and is it an advantage for health tourism and trade? And have you ever heard of us before?
I do not hear very well because there is not so nice connections. Can you repeat very shortly the question?
Yeah. Have you heard of our association before?
Just 1 second. So.
Ses mi gitmiyor? Sizin sesiniz yankı yapıyor Fatih Bey.
Where you asking?
So, do you hear me connection manager now?
Yes, now it's okay.
Okay. Have you heard of our association before?
Yes, we are cooperating with your association, organizing event in Turkey for 2020, and we do already organize event with the Turkish association since 2 years, and we do like to promote Italian-Turkish cooperation. We are doing it since 8 years. So we are inviting Italian companies to cooperate with Turkish companies. Yes, we are creating events.
2 yıldır Türkiye'yle çalışıyoruz. Sizinle daha önce çalışmış zaten. 2020'de de ortak çalışmalar yürüttük.
Evet. Sesim gerçi yankı yapıyor, ben anladım. Peki Türkiye pazarlama açısından yeterli görülüyor mu?
Do you think Turkey has an advantageous spot, or is Turkey doing? How do you perceive Turkey as a market?
How do you
Sağlık
Perceive
turizmi açısından.
Turkey as a market?
Okay, so how I foresee what is happening, you mean? What I foresee for the future?
How do you perceive
Okay.
perceive Turkey as a market?
Okay, so we did already explain the situation of Italian agencies and Italian facilitators. So what we need to do now is to educate them the way you did do in Turkey. So we have to educate all the agencies, but also all the clinics and hospitals to cooperate with the abroad countries. So what we are doing now is to create seminars and educational tours and educational trips. So what we are doing is a massive working in Italy of creating facilitators which can cooperate with Turkey. So what we are also doing is events together with the Turkish Association. So as president of Italian Association, we are also doing institutional events together.
Türkiye ile beraber ortak etkinlikler de yapıyoruz ve Türkiye personelimizi ve aracı kuruluşları Türkiye'de eğitim göndermek istiyoruz diyor.
Evet. Peki uluslararası sağlık turizmin başarı koşulları nelerdir? Sağlık turizmin başarı koşulları.
Evet, hocam tekrar edebilir misiniz?
Uluslararası sağlık turizminin başarı koşullarını nasıl görüyor, nelerdir?
What do you think are the... Can you hear me?
Yes.
What do you think are the standpoint of international healthcare tourism?
Okay, so first of all, to do international medical tourism from the side of a hospital, okay? From the side of a hospital or a clinic, it is important to create ambience structures which are renovated, and you have them in Turkey. Second point is to create a welcome, like a guest relation manager who welcome the client in his language, and you have it. So a reception desk in different languages. And the most important from the marketing side is to answer quickly to all the requests. So once the hospital get a request for an offer, they have to reply within 2 hours, maximum 1 day. Third, it is now from the medical excellence. So very good doctors which can solve problems and do good operations, and technologies. So all these things together give the chance to enter in the medical tourism. You have all what is needed.
Öncelikle sizde ihtiyaç gereken her şey var zaten. Öncelikle hastanelerin bu konuda müşteri çekmesi lazım ve bu müşterilere kendi dilleri ya da ortak dillere hizmet sunması lazım ve kaliteli hizmet sunması lazım.
Peki Fariye Hanım, siz bir kamu, özel ve üniversite hastanelerinde yönetici olsaydınız, uluslararası sağlık turizmi için nasıl tedbirler alırdınız?
Maria, if you were the manager in a public, private, or a university hospital, what kind of measures or precautions would you take for health tourism?
Okay, so first of all, there is a kind of secret in the medical tourism. So the more clients you can treat, the more excellence you can deliver. What I mean, if you are a doctor and you do operate 5 clients in a month or 5,000 clients in a month, there is a big difference. Because you have, if you operate 5,000, you have more experience. So first of all, the objective has to be to treat as more patient as possible in a very excellent way, of course. But as more as you do, as more know-how you have, as the more excellent you are. This from the practical side. And from the marketing side, it is important never to forget that once you do not do marketing, the other clinic can come and take your place. I explain better. Once Coca-Cola do not do any advertising, then Pepsi win. So marketing in the medical tourism is as so important as technologies.
Evet.
Evet.
Öncelikle bu anda rekabetçi olma lazım. Çünkü Coca-Cola reklam yapmadığını düşündüğümüzde hemen onun ardından rakibi olan Pepsi onun yerini alır. Hastanelerin de aynı şekilde davranması lazım. Ve ne kadar çok hasta bakarlarsa o kadar iyi olur onlar için. Çünkü ne kadar hasta o kadar çok deneyim kazanmak demek. Ve kalite de artar bu şekilde.
Peki İtalya'da acenta, STK ve hastaneler hizmet kriteri nelerdir İtalya'da?
What are the search criteria for agencies, NGOs, and hospitals in Italy?
Okay, so agencies in this moment are not so involved in medical tourism, but they are entering now and growing experience. Associations up to now they did burn this year, so we are starting organizing, and our strategies is a common team working. So we are one of the first association who was born, and our strategy is to create events together with other countries. From the agency side, I told you, agency in this moment are not ready, but we are preparing them. And from the hospital point, we have some very good and excellent hospital, but what is important in Italy, it is the ability of the doctors, because as I said, our doctors do operate and do treat thousands of people every month. So this continuous training make them very, very good doctors. What we have to develop in Italy is the communication, absolutely, the marketing, absolutely. It doesn't exist marketing in Italy for medical tourism. Never see us on the exhibition. No one see us on the world events. Italy is not participating, is not promoting. We are not doing any marketing. So what is important for us is now to start doing marketing and communication, and to work together with the other countries, because this was totally missing, and to develop technologies, because we have some points of excellence in Italy, but not all the country is at the same level.
Bu konuda İtalyan arasları çok fazla çalışmıyor. Biz de onlarla çalışan ilklerden birisiyiz. Hastanelerde doktorlarımız çok fazla deneyime sahip. Bu konuda çok iyiler. Ancak İtalya uluslararası alanda sağlık turizmini yayma konusunda yeterli değil ve bu tarz etkinliklere, sergilere İtalya katılmıyor. Bu konuda eksiklik yaşıyoruz. Diğer ülkelerle işbirliği yapıp kendimizi bu alanda geliştirmek istiyoruz.
Evet, gördüğüm kadarıyla acenta, asistan firma, eğitim, dil, kalite tanıtım ve işbirliği süreçlerinde eksiklikler mevcut genel anlamda. Sizce bu eksiklikleri biz nasıl çözebiliriz?
In general, and as far as we can see, there is a lack of education, foreign language knowledge in agencies, assistant companies, and quality and promotion and cooperation process.
Yes.
What do you think? How can we solve this?
Yes, this is what I said, and it is correct. There is a lack. So we need to do a very hard work in the coming years to educate. The education is the first. To train, to do trainings, education events, and to help agency in communicating, because a lot of Italian agencies only speak Italian, and it is not enough. Even to communicate, to send people abroad is very difficult. This is what we are trying to modify. We are trying to change. And the marketing is absolutely zero in Italy. So we are trying to work on this. We are doing, and you have also to know that there is a good chance for Turkish market with Italy in some particular files, because there are some files in which the government doesn't pay and clients has to pay themselves. So in these files, Italians travels, and these files are aesthetic, hair transplantation, dental tourism, and fertility. So IVF, these 4 segments are very important for all the other countries, because Italians are traveling for this. In the past, for aesthetic, they did travel to Brazil or to Morocco. For hair transplantation also, they did travel to Brazil. Then for IVF, they are traveling all over Europe, Spain, Ukraine, everywhere. So for dental, historically to Croatia, now to Romania, to Albania. So there is a very good chance to cooperate, to send Italians to Turkey, and we have to open this business, bringing Italian agencies to Turkey, showing them your facilities, and meanwhile educating them to speak at least 2 languages, English and another language.
Öncelikle ilk adım eğitim ve deneyim kazanma. İtalyanlar sıkla seyahat ediyorsa sağlık turizmi için, daha önce Asya'da Brezilya'ya gidiyorlardı ama şu an sıklıkla Türkiye'ye gidiyorlar. Gittikleri alanlarda saç ekimi, tüp bebek, estetik, diş operasyonları istiyorlar. Bu konuda da Türkiye ile işbirliği geliştirmek ve acentalarda çalışan insanları Türkiye'ye getirmek, Türkiye'de bu işlerin nasıl yapıldığı öğrenmek istiyoruz. şekilde.
Peki madem ki öyle söyledik, ben arada bir soru gelişti, onu söyleyeceğim. Türkiye'de en çok nereleri daha yakinen biliyorsunuz sağlık turizmi açısından? Bu ekstra bir soru.
Şehir olarak.
Evet, bir soru olarak ara soru çıktı şimdi. Türkiye'de en çok nereyi daha fazla görüyorlar, daha kaliteli görüyorlar?
Which cities do you think are more qualified, and which ones are you more familiar with in Turkey?
Okay, no, I didn't understand your. Can you repeat?
Which cities or which regions in Turkey?
Örneğin İstanbul,
Which regions
Antalya, evet.
and which city in Turkey do you hear more often, and are you more familiar with?
Okay, I am very familiar with Istanbul. I did come almost 15 times, and with Antalya. But I have heard there are also other important cities like Bursa, which I wish to visit because I wish also to discover other thermal cities and cities for medical tourism, where are other important clinics. So I came a lot and often to Istanbul because we have a very deep relation with your country. We are trying to develop a lot the cooperation between Italy and Turkey. But I wish also to visit and to discover other cities. Yes, sure.
İstanbul'a çok geldim. Yaklaşık 10 defa geldim. Antalya'ya gittim. Bursa'ya gitmek istiyorum. Termal turizmin olduğu şehirlere de gitmek istiyorum aynı zamanda.
Evet, derneğimiz uluslararası sağlık turizmine çok önem veriyor. Karşılıklı davet, eğitim ve kongrelere, işbirliğine ne derler?
Our association gives so much importance to international health tourism. What do you think about mutual cooperation in education and congresses?
Yes, we are very open to organize events together, to organize educational tour, to organize trainings and trips, both in Turkey as in Italy. And really, we do appreciate a lot to cooperate together. And we hope to cooperate as much as possible in the coming years.
Biz çok bakıyoruz, çok isteriz. Hem etkinlikler düzenlemek, geziler düzenlemek, karşılıklı İtalyan, Türkiye, Türkiye'den İtalya'ya konuda çok varız.
Evet, yakın zamanda beraber, yani sizlerle birlikte Türkiye'nin 3 derneğiyle birlikte ortak TEMET 2020'yi düzenliyoruz. Maria Hanım da bu ortaklardan biri. Hazırlıklar konusunda GAP Sağlık Turizm Derneği yetkilisine bizlere bir önerisi var mı?
As you know, together with you and 2 other associations in Turkey, we are team prepared for TEMET 2020.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions for our association or our chairmen?
So we are actively now cooperating for this event, and I went to Antalya in January and to talk also with Dr. Kampolat, which was the trade union of all of us, and we really are now promoting the event in Turkey as much as possible, but we already see a great interest from Italian agency to come to Turkey to visit your country and to start understanding for medical tourism, because you have to know that a lot of Italian agency historically are sending people to Turkey, but for leisure, for visiting country, not for medical tourism. So what we are doing now is to bring this agency who are already sending people to Turkey and to explain them But there is another reason to send people to Turkey, which is the medical tourism. And they are really very, very interested in this.
Zaten bunu hatırlıyor ve çok isliyiz. İtalyan ajantaları da Türkiye'ye turizm ya da eğlence için bir turist gönderiyorlar zaten. Ama biz şimdi bu ajantalara diyeceğiz ki bakın insanları Türkiye'ye göndermeniz için sebep daha sağlık turizmi de bu şekilde geliştirmeyi diyoruz.
Peki Maria Hanım, uluslararası sağlık turizmi için genel bir yorumunuzu alayım sonuç olarak.
And finally, we have a general comment for international health tourism.
So, yes, it is important to, I think, to fix universal standards, first of all, and to create like a rating board to facilitate people to understand where to travel for what. So there are a lot of pathologies, a lot of treatments. So to orient, in order to make an orientation to the client, it would be interesting to create an international standard board, which has to be done through also the associations together, to create some rules, because now everyone is moving, like every country is moving like then as they think is right to do. But it would be very interesting to create some rules between all us association, and to create like a board, international board for regulating all of this medical tourism. This would be very interesting.
Uluslararası standarda uygun kural ve regülasyonların getirilmesi bu alan için çok iyi olur. Ve aynı zamanda uluslararası alan bir bu işleri kontrol edebilecek bir grup ya da kurul oluşturabilirsek bu tarz uygulamaların düzenine girdiğini düşünüyorum.
Evet. Peki son bir Diyarbakır'la ilgili bir soru soracağım. Bizim derneğin genel merkezi Diyarbakır ve yaklaşık 12 ili temsil ediyor. Siz bölgemizi biliyor musunuz? Hiç duydunuz mu?
Finally, we are a province in the southeast Turkey. It's called Diyarbakır. And this city is the center of our association. And 12 other cities are connected to us. Do you know our region?
No, I don't know your region. I would like to visit it. I didn't know.
Bilmiyorum ama gelmeyi çok isterim.
O zaman Kasım'ın ilk haftasında TEMET'te görüşmek üzere. Bir aksilik olmadığı sürece.
Then see you in the first week of November in Temet 2020.
Sure, we will be there, and we will bring as many agencies from Italy as we will be able. Sure.
Peki çok teşekkür
Kesinlikle
ederim.
olacağız.
Evet.
Getirebildiğimiz her acenteleri getireceğiz.
Evet. Çok teşekkür ederim. Bize zamanınızı ayırdınız. Biz dernek olarak Diyarbakır'dan, Türkiye'den, İtalya'ya selam ve sevgilerimizi gönderiyoruz. Her zaman bekliyoruz. İstediğiniz bir durum varsa, özellikle uluslararası sağlık turizmi olsun, tarihi olsun, kültür olsun, bu konuda bizler yardımcı olmaya hazırız, tanıtmaya hazırız. Size ve ekibinize de şimdiden başarılar diliyorum. Hale Hanım'a da çok teşekkür ediyorum. Onun da katkıları oldu. Size şimdiden iyi akşamlar diliyorum. Bir notunuz varsa ekleyebilirsiniz. Yoksa programı kapatacağız. İyi akşamlar diliyorum efendim.
Thank you and good night. It was really nice to meet you, and we are looking forward for the meeting. Do you have any final words?
Everything is clear. I hope to meet you as soon as possible in Antalya for Temet 2020. And thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me to stay with you. And see you soon in Turkey, in Antalya, Temet 2020.
Çok teşekkür ederim.
Antalya'da görüşmek üzere.
Görüşmek üzere efendim. İyi akşamlar diliyorum. Çok sağ olun. Bay bay.